So this morning I'm getting ready to go to town, and I go to start the van up and it's cranking but it won't start. And I've had this problem before where I'll turn the key and the engine just cranks and cranks and it won't turn over, and it's usually a bad battery or a bad alternator. And my alternator is good, I just replaced that, and my battery is good, I just replaced that. There's plenty of voltage in the battery. I think there's like 12.9 when I turn the key, so it's not low. And I went to start the van this morning and it just wouldn't start, and I tried 3 or 4 times and it just wouldn't kick over. So I started getting nervous because I've had this happen before, but it was a battery issue and the alternator. It was a bad alternator which killed the battery. So I didn't drive the van as much too. It was garaged, so the battery was just depleting. Anyways, it wasn't either one of those problems, and now I'm thinking, is it a bad fuel pump? I'm not sure what the symptoms are for a bad fuel pump. I know that sometimes these vans have an issue with starting because there's this ground wire right there, and those will fray and break, and if there's no ground the engine won't start. So that looks good. So if there's anybody out there that knows why the engine wouldn't turn over after 3 or 4 tries and then turns over after the 5th, what that's a symptom of. I had the hood open and I looked for loose wires or anything under there that might have been chewed up by a rodent or something, but everything looked good. And then slammed the hood down, came back in, and it cranked over. So maybe that was the Fonzie technique. But if anybody else out there has had this problem and knows what's up, leave a comment about what the issue is, if it's a symptom of a failing fuel pump. I just got the fuel filter replaced, but this is an 05, so maybe it's time. I'm creeping up on 150,000, so maybe it's time for a new fuel pump. I don't know how much those cost. What is that, like $1,000? Yeah, I'm at a loss. I've never had that happen before. I don't think it has anything to do with the monsoon last night. Well, if anybody has any ideas, please leave me a comment, because I do not want to get stranded out here. I actually don't mind getting stranded at my camp. I don't want to get stranded on a mountain or on the side of the road somewhere. So this is my home. It's not like I can just put it in the shop and then wait, 2 weeks. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Peacey weesey.